Welcome back to my channel. This is Gina from Her Cosmic Crown, and I am a Tropical Vedic Astrologer and Cards of Truth practitioner. So today we are going to talk about the Cards of Truth briefly. This system was created by Ernst Wilhelm, who is my teacher, and it's actually based on an extremely ancient system. These playing cards are actually said to be the first book, and each playing card in this book holds the secrets to nature. For example, spades correspond to trees, hearts correspond to fruit, clubs represent the leaves on the trees, and diamonds reflect the seeds. Each day of the year has a playing card, and each of the playing cards repeat themselves at least one time per year. With each birth card comes an entire birth card chart. So let's say you have a 9 of diamonds birth card. Anyone who has a birth date that corresponds to the 9 of diamonds will have the same birth card spread as the other person. But what Ernst Wilhelm has done, he has taken this a step further. So instead of just saying, oh, you're a 9 of diamonds and this is your birth card spread, the Cards of Truth system places all of your planets in the first 7 playing cards, or the planetary cards. So your planets from your tropical astrology chart are placed in the first 7 planetary cards. So this sets you apart from another person who may happen to have a 9 of diamonds birth card and the same birth card spread. Your birth card chart illustrates your personality traits. It shows life lessons, your skills, your personality complexes, what you attract into your life, what you are exploring, what you're working with, and what you're learning to release this lifetime. So it includes so much information. I love looking at the Cards of Truth because it gives us a different angle when it looks at a person. I love reading the astrological charts, but seeing how the planets are placed in a certain card, like that tells even more of a story, and in such a unique way that I would have never known if I didn't learn this system. So it tells so much more of a story, and that's what these cards are, right? They're part of a book. They're part of the original book that there is about life, and knowing more about your birth card. Our birth card is what we're here to master, and knowing just about our birth card in depth can tell us, like, wow, this is what I'm here to really master. This card represents who I am. It's just such a fascinating story. And then when we see the birth card spread, that tells even more of our personal narrative. How do we make sense of the birth card spread? Because when we look at the birth card spread, if we haven't been trained to understand how to interpret it, it can be kind of confusing. But to start us off, because there's a lot of information about this, but I will make it as easy as possible. When we look at the first 7 cards, we are reading from right to left, just like a lot of the ancients did. Starting with the right hand side, we have the Sun card. So the first placement we're looking at is the Sun card. So if you have any planets in Leo, because the Sun rules over Leo, they will fall in the Sun card. And the Sun card represents kind of what you have, your inspiration, what you're inspired to do. Okay, so it's more action based. And the second card is the Moon card. So if you have any planets in Cancer, because the Moon rules Cancer, they will be in the second card, or your Moon card. And this card exemplifies what you're attracting into your life, because the Moon is our consciousness. It's our conditioned consciousness. It's what we're used to attracting into our lives, and that is what you are bringing more towards you. It is also our resources. What are our resources that we have in this life? The third card is the Mars card. So if you have any planets in Scorpio or Aries, because Mars rules over these 2 planets, you will have planets in the Mars card. And the Mars card shows what we are exploring, what we are diving into. It shows what we are experimenting with. we try something, and then we kind of leave that behind and we go to something else. So it shows what we are moving and doing, because Mars is such an active planet. And so yeah, that's what the third card shows. The fourth card is Mercury. So if you have any planets in Virgo or Gemini, they will show up in your Mercury card. And the Mercury card shows what you are secure in, what you're secure in making progress in your life, because Mercury has to do with making progress in life and having final, you know, showing your results of something. So this is the Mercury card. What is making you feel stable? What is sustaining you, basically? The fifth card is the Jupiter card. And so if you have any planets in Pisces or Sagittarius, you will have planets in your fifth card, in your Jupiter card. So what is the Jupiter card? The Jupiter card, if you think about Jupiter, we sometimes get lucky because we don't get that thing. And I think we think of Jupiter a lot of times as like, oh, I got lucky, I got this thing, I got that thing. And that is part of Jupiter, but another part of Jupiter is like not getting something, because that isn't something that you should have. You may think you should want it or should have it, but you don't get it. Any cards you have in your Jupiter card is showing you the wisdom of not having that thing in your life, of that thing getting averted, and you being like, oh, okay, there's a reason, there's a bigger purpose for me not attracting or drawing that thing into my life. So it's a very wise card that we all have. And then the sixth card placement, so that is ruled by Venus. So if you have any planets in Taurus or Libra, they go in that Venus card. And Venus is a planet that has to do with our fulfillment in life. How are we getting fulfilled with the worldly things, right? So these are the things of value to us. These are the things that make life worth living, basically. And then the last one is the seventh card. So you will have planets in your seventh card, which is the Saturn planetary card, if you have planets in Capricorn or Aquarius. What these planets do in Capricorn and Aquarius, the Saturn card has to do with what we are eliminating, what we are getting rid of, okay? Saturn is a karmic planet. So what is it that we no longer have to hold? What is something that we're no longer having to, that is no longer us? And a lot of times we like to hold on to something that we think we should be holding on to, good or bad. And it's actually something we should be learning to let go. So any planets in that card will tell us more information. And also, if you don't have planets in a particular card, it doesn't mean that that card isn't important. There's still meaning to it. It's just not a focus, as big of a focus for you. So when you do get a reading from me, especially the 90-minute reading, I go over all of the cards, all of the playing cards, because there's 13 playing cards in your birth card chart plus your birth card. So I go over all of those: Rahu, Ketu, the ecliptic card, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto as well. So it's such a unique reading. If you want to know more about the Cards of Truth system, you can visit my website at www.hercosmiccrown.com/cards of truth. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, or don't. But I hope you do. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.